Oh, that's why.
Yeah, that's why there was a separate bass going.
Because I was like, I'm pretty sure that was you.
Yeah. No, yeah, because it was me. So the song I was playing was like a bass, right? And then the other one was like... So I'm just like, what the fuck? Why am I hearing different basses right now? And then I was like, no, I'm too fucking high for this.
That's why you don't get high before a show.
Yeah, that is definitely why you don't get high before a show.
We know these things. What's up, guys? We are back again for a part 2, well, part 3?
Technically part 3, or follow-up.
Yeah, follow-up, because I know on the YouTube video, it was like...
I think that was a full one. That was the full 50.
Oh, just one recording?
Yeah, but obviously the podcast is 2.
Two different segments on audio only. Yeah, we're about to start recording some audio, guys, so thank you for tuning in right now. Bam! I am here with Kuro Neko, part 2. You guys remember him? DJ, entrepreneur, father, badass. What am I missing? Painter. You guys remember that painting? The green one with Biohazard? It's right there.
Yeah.
You guys can't see it, but anyways, it's behind screen. Yo! What's up, dude?
A lot. So you can add some more monikers to that now. I'm going to be a small business owner soon with my event space. My recording studio. So I guess that'd make me a sound engineer as well. Just all around badass in some way.
In all ways, honestly. Give yourself that credit for real.
Yeah, definitely.
By the way, if you guys don't know, this man is setting up a venue out on Airport Road.
On Airport Road.
Yeah.
It's on Camino Entrada, right next to the Habitat for Humanity.
No shit.
It's right attached to it.
Cool, and it's also right next to the Restore. There you go.
Yeah, that's the Habitat.
Yeah. If you guys know where that is by the court.
Yeah, right in front of the court. Yeah, that's probably the best giveaway is that it's right in front of the police station. So.
Yeah. It's kind of like easy. I was like, okay.
Yeah, we finally got the name for it. So the big name for it's gonna be called Eventos Los Gatos Elegantes, because it's
elegant cat shows.
Events Elegant Cats.
Okay, so how dare you?
How
dare you?
What is it? It's
wow.
It's Spanish because me and my mom are both running it, and my mom's big, she's Spanish and stuff like that. And she wanted to kind of name it after me specifically, so she was actually going to name it Kuro Neko, and I was like, I don't want to associate that. Cool. Yeah, she was like, it's going to be cool, everyone knows you and all that, and I was like, I have all.
Is that too much?
Stuff. Yeah, I told her I have all my other venues that are under my Kuro Neko name. So I told her, I was like, well, if you want to keep it with that, why don't we name it something, both of us, make it so it's both of us on there. And I was like, what if we named it like Los Gatos or Dos Gatos? And she's like, well, I don't know, I don't really like that. I was like, what about this? And I told her, I was like, Eventos Los Gatos Elegantes. And she's like, I kind of like it, but then she kept trying to push me to just Kuro Neko or Gatos Negros or something like that. And I'm just like, no, this sounds cool. I was like, it fits Santa Fe and all that stuff. And I was like, 'cause so many different things can be there, you know what I mean? So we're planning on like quinceañeras and, fucking birthday parties, shows, because it's got like this little stage on there. It's going to be...
And a little back room, too.
Yeah, it has a little green room.
Hot.
And then right there's also where my studio is. So like, people can go and practice and record.
So, to be specific, right behind the green room is the photography room, correct?
Yes. So I have 2 studios, since I'm also a photographer. I have the photography studio, which I've gotten a couple people in there. They just haven't let me post the pictures, which is kind of upsetting. If you're watching, let me know so I can post them. I want to post them really bad. I don't want to say names out there either. But,
no. Well, not yet. They're going to be famous.
But I've taken some photos in there. So I have the photography studio that's right behind the green room, and then a little further down the road is the office, like where me and my dad are going to be able to work at. Mm-hmm. And then behind there is my recording studio / practice space. If you remember.
Yeah, I saw it. I really like that.
Yeah, I was like...
I haven't been there since... The last time I was there was pretty cold, so like what, March?
Yeah, it was pretty far. And I think when you came by, we were still...
I think
I
met your dad there.
We didn't even have the flooring done yet. I think it was still concrete flooring, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, now it has...
Nothing was painted still.
Yeah, right now it's painted up. There's a tile on the floor. It's it's looking spiffy.
Dude.
Very spiffy. I'm ready. I'm gonna start taking photos of it empty. Start posting. I actually did create the Facebook page, so if you look up Eventos Los Gatos Elegantes on Facebook, you should find it. But just right now, it's just the logo until I start adding photos.
What's the logo look like?
The logo, it's pretty basic. It's like the words, but like in cursive, and then it has like 2 little cats on it.
Cute. I
Yeah.
like that.
Initially, my mom wanted it to be like 2 realistic looking cats, but like looking fancy. And like mine, like hers would be like in a dress, and mine would be like in a tuxedo, but with like what makeup on or something. And I was like, that's pretty hardcore. But I was like, I don't want.
Bring it back a little.
Yeah, I don't want it to be associated fully with that. I want it to be its own thing, you know.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, that's cool. And what we're gonna do actually, she's like, we're gonna take photos, me and her together. And she's gonna, wear cat ears, and I'm gonna wear my. I don't know if you saw my not this skull, but I have another skull that's like a full skeleton, that's like a cat skull. And I'm gonna be all in my suit. If you saw my Halloween post, that red suit with the skull.
That's what I remember.
Yeah. I'm gonna be doing that. And she's gonna be wearing like a black like sequence dress with like ears and stuff like that.
That's cool.
And I was like, it's so awesome that she's so supportive, and she likes to do like she'll back me on shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm ready for that.
I mean, I get the feeling that she's naming it. She's putting you so much into it because of the fact that she's like, basically giving this to you. Like, it's a pretty big thing.
She believes in it and me, and she's saying she wants to give me something to, start off with, like, something good to start off with. And I was like, it just sucks that it took forever to do, because I've been trying to push like a studio thing, because I've been doing music for like 18 years now. Yeah. I was like, way before. Yeah, I've been doing music for almost like 18 years now. So it's like I've been trying to either do the live band stuff or anything like that, but I'm getting to the point where like, maybe I should just start recording people and getting people out there and help them realize their dreams. Like live vicariously through that, because I have the experience, I have the knowledge, and now I have the equipment.
You have the drive for it.
Yeah, and I have the drive for it too. So now
it's funny that you say that. I was literally thinking the same thing today. I was talking to my mom about it.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out, Mom. Shout out all the moms. We love you.
We love you.
But yeah, I was like, if things don't work out with music, which they will, because I always got music. Producing and being a manager, maybe just like the ins and outs, kind of like the business side. I was like, I can see myself doing that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because you throughout the years you gain so much knowledge and so much equipment that you're like,
yeah, definitely.
You're fully involved. Like you can basically almost do anything.
Yeah, definitely. And at my studio, I don't know if you were there when I put my guitars up and all that stuff. Obviously, I have a bunch of guitars. I have the basses. I have my drum set. I have everything. So like, even if someone like doesn't want to bring equipment, or if like something breaks of theirs, like, well, you got one of mine, you can use it. Obviously, they're tried and true. I've recorded with them and stuff like that, so I know they sound good and everything like that. So it's just like a whole different world, though. Like going from wanting to perform to wanting just to help out, which I've always wanted to, because like obviously I've told you from the last show, the last podcast that we did. I recorded and produced my other bands that I was in, because I had the equipment and I kind of knew I had the somewhat know-how, so I was able to do that. But now that went from my little laptop and a little mixer to now it's a full recording studio. I got like a big mixer, like I think it's like 30 channels.
That thing came in, I was like, that's fire.
Right? Yeah, I got like a 30-channel mixer.
Serious.
I have the good recording programs. I have the decent microphones, and I'm still learning how to do everything, but it's little by little, and I'm willing to, if anybody wants to give me the chance, I'm willing to give them the chance too, you know what I mean?
Got you.
I even started what is it called, I guess on the program I use to put out my music, I can put out other people's music under their own name, but through my own through my own subscription, if that makes sense. So basically I got my own like little record label kind of.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Which obviously we have a Chale Gune.
Chale,
shout out. If you're watching, I did her last single that she did. If you guys go catch it out, go look it up on SoundCloud, under mine or hers, preferably hers, so she gets more, numbers up there. But it was pretty good. It sounded pretty fun. I think it was like a 4-hour, 5-hour process of like the whole thing. We recorded it, and She loved it. It was her vision, which is what she really wanted, and which is what I want to do. I don't want to like take too much control. Obviously, I do have the experience, and I know how to play music, and I know how to do stuff like that. So I gave her a little direction, but she was like, "Well, no, I'm hearing this in my head," and I was like, "Well, let me see if I can do that." And I started doing it, and she'd be like, "That's the shit. That's what I want. That's what I want."
Just like her.
And then after after we were done, she was like, "No, thank you so much. This is what I wanted. You did it exactly how I wanted. You didn't fight me too much on certain things." I did fight her a little bit on some of the things because, I'm as a producer, I have to be like, my name's on this, so I want it to sound as good as possible, and stuff like that. And I feel like both the product was good. So I'm hoping to work with her again soon, or work with anybody who wants to hit me up. Look me up on here.
What are the platforms that we can find you on?
So
Yeah, there's a few. Hold
there's
on.
a couple, but the coolest thing is I got on that Linktree shit.
Linktree, okay.
Linktree. So if you look up on my bio here, it should say like Linktree, blah blah blah. You click that, and it has all my little venues. It has my Facebooks, it has my Instagrams, and I do say them plurally because I do have multiple ones.
For photography and for music.
For music, photography, the event space, my studio space, everything's kind of separate because I don't want everyone to like everything bombard me on one. So I want everything to be kind of separate, and I kind of check them out. And then I also recently opened up like a online store for like designs I make. So that's on there too.
Oh yeah, like the jacket.
Oh no, this is like my shirt right here. Let me see if you can kind of see it.
Hey, it looks like that mask.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, the design was by Micah. She actually made this for me. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, shout out Micah.
Shout out again.
Hell fucking yeah.
Yeah, so I've been like making shirts, but the cool thing about them is like I just put the design online, and then you go on there, you buy what you want, you can pick the color, size, and it ships to you. You know what I mean? And then it gives me like a couple bucks off of it.
Yeah.
But like they do the hard work. They do the printing, they do the shipping and all that shit, and it's like cool because I can just like make designs left and right, and I just put them on there, and if anybody sees any, they're up there and they're up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
as long as I don't get taken down for copyright strikes, which I don't believe. I believe at first I was because I was doing some things that were copyrighted, like when Stranger Things was big. I made like a cool Stranger Things design, but they're like, "Oh, you can't be using that; it's copyrighted." So I took that off real quick, and I just like I'll just focus more on original stuff, which was more like my band logo stuff or my studio logo stuff, and just random arts that I'm putting out there, which is pretty.
That's
cool.
really smart. Yeah. Because there's so much available. My God, dude, it's nice to be like, oh, he's a photographer and a musician, but whatever. I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's cool because then also with my photography, I can put them up there too, and people can buy prints or stickers or put it on a shirt
or on pins,
on fucking pins. They can put it on a hat. There's like, if you really loved like a photo I took, or even like one of my designs, you could put it on your what do you call that? Your shower curtain, and you could have that in your shower. Or like just a regular curtain, fucking blankets, scarves, and shit like that. Yeah, if you check it out, it's on. If you look under my Linktree, it should say the Redbubble store. You click it, and I have like 35 designs on there. I'll probably be adding more soon because I've been some of the flyers I've been making for the shows I've been having recently. I just really like how they come out. They're like really artistic looking.
Nice.
Like I don't know if you ever looked into poster art. Like from like back in the day and stuff like that, like that is like a pretty cool thing. Like posters used to look really cool. They weren't just the name and the background. So I kind of like when I make my own flyers for the shows, I try to make them like really artistic looking. So
nice.
Some of them aren't. Like the one I really enjoyed was the one I did for the Boxcar show. That one, it was me playing guitar, but I put it like a filter over it where it made it look like I was the wave, the Japanese wave, where it's like I think that the thing's just called the wave traditional or something like that. And so it made me look like that. If you look up on my Instagram, if you just look at my regular one, you'll see it there. You'll see it. It was like you'll just see like the boxcar the boxcar flyer, and it was like that. It was really cool.
I need to look at this.
Yeah.
I probably did see it. Like, you probably posted it.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that design so much that I ended up making it a design on Redbubble, so you can get it on a shirt or a canvas and all that stuff. And everything I do on there, it's like pretty high quality, so you can get it pretty big and stuff like that, where it won't be like, you know. The cool thing about the site, it doesn't, whatever you post, it kind of gets like the dimensions and the resolution, so it won't let it go less than what it is, and you can't go higher than what it is either. So so it won't get pixelated and stuff like that. So
yeah, that was one of my concerns. Like, have you seen the art?
Yeah. So like obviously like the shirt is like that too. So you know what I mean. This
right.
And I did this from the hand drawing she did for me. You know, I took the photo and then I edited it through a bunch of different like programs on my phone. And then I was like, oh shit! I was like, and then I made it into the shirt. And I was like, so yeah, I was like, that's pretty cool. And I put it on everything. Like I sent it to you for. Oh no, I didn't send you this one. I sent you a different one for that one. But like I use it for like flyers and stuff like that too. You know, I got stickers. I made some stickers with it, which I'll give you one.
And your logo, right? Because
for this logo,
same logo. Yeah, with the pink ears.
Yeah. Oh, that one's for more like my DJ stuff because you know.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's like more like this is gonna be like the logo for the studio. So it's just gonna have that, and it's gonna say like Alcan Studios or something. And then the other one with the ears and like the headphones, that one's more like for like DJ stuff. I'm gonna be probably getting a banner with that and have that on there. I'm not gonna say DJ because I don't like calling myself a DJ, but it's just gonna say like Kuro Neko. And then it's gonna be like that thing, and then as I really like that one. That one I created that one myself using an AI generated art program, and I mixed it with a bunch of different. I had to basically, so the ears weren't part of it. I had to get get a clip art of ears, and I had to get a clip art of the headphones, and then I basically combined it all together, changed the colors and all that. Yeah, it's like.
That is so sick because you know what your vision was and you just took a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Basically, I had like a vision of what I wanted to do, and I'm just like, okay, I just need to make it happen because I can't draw. If I can draw, I would make it happen like that. But I suck at drawing.
If only. God, because there's a lot of designs out there that look so pretty. I'm like, I think I could do something like that. No, you need to be actually good with your hand draw.
And the next poster I'll be doing for the show I'm playing on the 23rd. I made that one today. It looks really cool. I'll be sharing it after the interview. I'll show it to you though. And stuff like that. But yeah, I'll be sharing it after the interview. And it was made same thing with an AI program mixed with Photoshop. I put my own face in it and stuff like that, but it was after like the art was made, and then obviously I put all like my logo and then all the wording and stuff like that. But it looks pretty cool. I was very ecstatic about it. I might make this one a design too for a poster, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet because it's like kind of silly, but it's pretty cool.
But it's you. I mean, it's a piece of your personality.
Yeah, that's what's cool too, because it's like. Even though it's like AI generated, I'm putting so much of my own touch in it to where it's becoming my own thing,
Right.
So,
I really like that. I mean, because a lot of people are using the AI for kind of everything.
Yeah.
What the hell, guys? Where's the art? Come on.
It helps. It's a good tool to start. But especially if you don't know what you're doing, then it kind of just like stops you there. Like, oh, you put in the things and they're like, okay, cool, but that's it. But like, if you know what you're doing, then obviously it's like, why are you using an AI generated thing? You should be drawing it yourself,
That's part of being artistic.
Yeah.
Hello. If you're using AI, I'm not going to invite you onto this podcast, guys. But anyways, I mean, who wants to be on this podcast? Ruben does.
I was like, oh my god, it's been a year. I'm down.
Dude, when you hit me, when you sent me that, I looked onto YouTube and it told me December 1st. But I was like, wait a minute, I didn't upload to YouTube
stuff,
until late December, so I was like, all right, this.
Yeah, because I have like the TikToks I made because I made some TikToks on the day I came because I did my makeup and stuff like that. So I did like the video of me getting ready and then like walking out like like all cool and shit, And with that, I was like, oh damn, that's tomorrow makes it a year, and then I posted it online and I was like, shit, when are we gonna do a follow up? I was like, hell yeah, I'm down to do one.
First guy to come on for a year's what is it called?
Like a follow-up.
Yeah, follow-up. There you go. Follow-up. First guy to be coming over. As soon as he comes in, he's asking me like, when did you make this transition? I'm like, it's been a little bit.
Yeah, because it's different from the last time I was here.
I do kind of miss it though. It was a little bit more intimate.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
you're a little bit closer. But then at the same time, when you have bands, like imagine
I
4
can
people
understand
back there, that's
for
gonna
the
be pretty
future.
awesome.
It's gonna be nice to have be able to see everybody clearly and stuff.
Exactly.
Like that, so
This is kind of like the thing. But I might make some changes. I might get rid of the bed, get a couple chairs, get another sofa. I don't know yet. I really don't know yet. But I know when that day comes, we're gonna be talking about your band. Hopefully coming in for a full podcast.
Yeah, I have a couple. So
a couple.
I'm still in a couple of bands, not in the same ones as I was in the last time.
I know. I remember there was quite a few.
Yeah, I was in 4. I think I'm in still 4 technically, or 3. Technically 3. Somewhere around there, but they're different except for 2 of them. Mm-hmm. So yeah, 2 of them are the same, but still not as active as I would like them to be. That's why I'm in other bands as well. But
because each band offers something different, right? Different taste.
Yeah, definitely.
You do something different.
One of them started picking back up because I think last time I told you we lost a singer. We finally found a singer.
Nice.
But we still haven't been able to get together as much as we'd like to be. Shout out to Coldera. So.
Shout out, y'all. My God. Well, I know we want to get into that, and I wanted to get into the shows that you've been a part of ever since I saw you a year ago.
Yeah, I've been very active since last time.
So we're going to be back for part 2 on this audio, guys. We are going to continue on video, so rock on, y'all. Let me get out of here. We'll be right back. I love you.
Let me get some water.
You're thirsty ass.
Thirsty. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, because I remember you said you were in 4 bands.
Yeah, 4 bands.
And you were doing your own
DJ
single stuff, right?
And single stuff.
And now here you are doing your stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't been. I've been doing a lot of covers, not a lot, but I've been working on covers and just practicing a lot. I've been fucking practicing the scratch board. I've been practicing the bass. I've been practicing the guitar. The drums haven't been practicing as much as I would like.
Bro.
But I've been getting a little more practice in there because I've been somebody's been asking me for lessons. So on
drums?
Yeah, on drums. So they come over every now and then to the studio and they're like, "Oh, can you teach me this?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." I was like, so we start basic stuff, I was like, that's the coolest thing about drums is I always tell everybody when I was like, yo, you can practice drums almost anywhere because all you got to do is just keep a beat. You can listen to songs and you can keep that beat and stuff like that. So.
The hardest part is the feet. The feet. That's the hardest transition.
I have anxiety or something because my feet are always just like this. Yeah, no matter what I'm doing, it sucks because when I was married, I used to piss off my ex-wife a lot.
Well,
she'd be like, "Oh, can you calm down?" I was like, "I'm sorry." She's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I don't know. My feet are always moving. I got the happy legs. I got them dancing legs."
I do like that one, but then at the same time, she did some things that piss you off too. So
yeah,
it was fair. It was a mutual thing, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to you, miss.
It's by the way. Yeah.
If you know who you are.
I hope you're doing good.
Yeah. Those eyes.
Those eyes cry every night.
Oh my God, dude! I love what's the yes? God damn it, dude! And then I finally heard that song and I was like,
yeah, right. It's so weird not hearing Michael Cera sing it.
What the hell? Oh my God, yo, we're about to start recording on part 2 of this podcast with Kuro Neko.
Welcome back.
I am saying it right?
I guess
Neko.
So le is French. So le can be any way. Kuro is Japanese and Neko is Japanese, and technically, from what I've learned, Japanese is almost phonetically close to Spanish.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm saying it right, but then some people say I don't. And
wouldn't it be like El Kuro Neko?
Well, I could if I wanted to go Spanish, I could have been. I could have honestly just been El Gato Negro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
I thought that was a little too.
There's a Mexican bar already named that. Yeah, 3 of them.
Also my dad's name used to be El Gato Negro, which is ironically a lot of people used to call my dad El Gato Negro, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together for a while. I was like, wait a minute, my dad used to be called El Gato Negro, and I was like, this is kind of like an homage to him, but obviously it's different. I have to make it a little different. And I don't remember if I said this last time. I'm really into anime and Japanese shit. Mm-hmm. Fucking love samurais and stuff like that. So,
I mean, who doesn't like samurais?
Right, yeah. So I was watching animes on the dubbed, I don't know, the subbed versions. So, it's all Japanese, and it was a anime called Loveless, which is like a yaoi. If you're familiar with yaoi, it's like, I don't know. I'll say it. It's like a gay hentai.
Okay.
Almost, so like gay anime.
All right.
So
Check
it's about like cat people who fall in love, and once they lose their virginity, they lose their tails, but they don't lose their ears. It's really weird. Yeah, I don't remember the whole plot line, but that was like what really got me into like the Neko thing, and that was like back in middle school, and I'm just like, oh, cool. So I was watching the anime version of the manga, and I was like, one of the guys he has like black ears and black hair, and he's like, oh, kuru, and I was like, what the hell's kuru? So I was putting the subs next to the dubs, and I was like, kuru. Oh, kuru means black, and then obviously neko means cat. Mm-hmm. So they're like, Kuro Neko, and I'm just like, I fucking love that. I want that. I was like, I want that to be my thing. And
I know.
So then I threw the fucking le in front of it just to be a little different, because I don't remember the word for the in Japanese, but it didn't phonetically, to me, it didn't sound right. But like when you say le Kuro Neko, it just kind of sounds right. Even though
flows.
Someone told me I should change it to lesh. I think it's the French version. Just go full French, and I think it's like lesh. I think it's like le chat gâteau or something like that.
Le chat gâteau.
Something like that. And then I was like, but I'm not into French shit. I was like, I love Japanese stuff. They're like, that's why the poster. They really like the poster, because they're like, oh well, you have the Japanese name, you have the Japanese like style with the poster. That fucking looks awesome and it fits perfect. But yeah, I was like, I've always been into that anime stuff, so that's what like got me into the name, using the Kuro Neko. And I've been using that since, like 2005, 2006?
Wow.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, and at first it was supposed to be my band. My band was going to be called like Kuro Neko, and we tried for a bit and just never went anywhere.
It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be. We even had a song that was like, like kind of like the Monkeys, like we're like, oh, we're the Monkeys, blah blah blah. But it was like, oh, we're like Kuro Neko, and we talk about the people in the band and stuff like that. And that it just never went anywhere. You know what I mean? It's funny because if you look at my YouTube channel, I have like the old tryouts for that. Like, because my friends were going to be the ones to do it, but I was like, what do you play? So, I play guitar. I was like, do you really play guitar? I was like, show me what you can do. And I like filmed them auditioning and stuff. So there's like those are actually on my YouTube, and you'll see like some of the stuff that they were trying to play on those was actually what the song was gonna be, but it just never ended up being anything, and whatever.
I know, because you got into other projects.
Yeah, and
those took off.
I kept the idea of using like Kuro Neko as a band name for so long. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm already in all these other projects. I was like, just gonna be that's gonna be my stage name. That's gonna be who I present myself as whenever I talk, or whenever I like do a show with somebody, or when I do my own DJ stuff. I'm always just like Kuro Neko, or if I'm in one of my projects, I'm like, hey, when you mention my name, don't say my real name, just like Kuro Neko. That's Kuro Neko right there. Or like feature Kuro Neko on that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So
I'm not even gonna say your real name on this podcast. I don't even know your real name, bro.
What is my real name anymore?
Kuro.
I've lost it.
Oh wait. Kuro is black.
Kuro.
I'm Kuro.
Oh,
you're Neko. I love that one.
Yeah.
I
so
know
that's why like I'm always wearing like the cat ears and stuff like that. Yeah, because people
ever
always
since I met you've had them.
Yeah, it's funny because I used to do it in high school and middle school, and then once I graduated, it kind of became like a weird thing to do, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna do it. And then my ex-wife didn't really like appreciate me doing it, so I put them off to the side. And then once I got divorced and all that stuff, I ordered some on Amazon, and then I've just been wearing them ever since.
They didn't come with the...
Yeah, I was like, from the if you watched the last podcast, they didn't have all the bling on them. I just recently did this this year. I put what do you call it, piercings on it and stuff, like make it more fun.
I like that.
And then I bought myself a new set of ears too, so they're like fresh. So those are the professional ears. So
for shows,
so when I have to go play like a graduation or something like that, I still wear them to shows like for that I get paid for like that.
Right.
Because I'm like, well, that's who I am. I was like, I'm not gonna say I'm something else. Like that's what I am. This is my artistry. This is what I do. I was like, you met me when I signed the paperwork with the ears. I'm gonna play your show with the ears.
you get what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Okay?
So now I got more professional ones that aren't like all punked out and stuff like that. So when I go play like a graduation or a wedding or something like that. Ooh, did the audio cut out?
It did.
Ooh.
That's weird.
The audio stopped.
My good. See, we were having a conversation as to why some shit is not uploaded, because shit like this This is what I gotta deal with. Anyways, whatever. I'm not gonna bother with it.
Excuse me, I mean to burp.
You're fine. We're gonna do the rest of this podcast,
over the video.
Video, because technology, bro, is not. I mean, Blinky over there. You know, she showed us she's not that reliable.
But
And on my
I can
iPad.
actually teach you a way to rip this and put it in audio form too, as well.
I would love that because
Some of the videos.
Shay, shout out to you, girl, I love you. Her audio basically did the same thing, but twice. No, 3 times. 3 times, and every single time it just cut out. So now
what I can do is
I
I don't know if anybody's checked out my SoundCloud. Or you checked out my SoundCloud. I actually do have the audio of the video from the last interview on there, and I'll show you. I can show you how to rip it and stuff like that.
I didn't know that.
Or I can rip it for you and send it to you too. For
No. Show me, because I need to know these things.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, cause this is a pain in the ass when shit like that happens.
Oh, it's so mean, dude. It's like,
but
why?
What were we saying? We were talking about.
Your cat ears.
Yeah, my cat ears. So yeah, this is why I wear them, is because the name and all that stuff. And every time everyone sees me, that's usually like a conversation starter to be like, "Hey, oh yeah, like, why do you wear cat ears? What's that all about?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm a musician." They're like, "Whoa, you're a musician?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "What do you do?" And I tell them, and I have to explain to them that I do everything under the damn sun.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." And then from there, I give them my card or whatever, or and they're like, "Oh, hit me up on this, or check me out on this, or whatever." And they're like, "Oh, that's cool." And it's always awesome to have like that association with it. Just like with my makeup and stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna show you.
So
guys.
let's get into that, because one question that I did not ask you last time was, what was your inspiration for your makeup?
With the makeup,
like,
it was initially.
Which is that?
This is my makeup now. I just didn't do it today because I didn't really have a lot of time. I went to go eat. But yeah, this is my makeup. This is a mask I use. I'm gonna start using this when I do like shows when I'm playing guitar and stuff.
Sexy.
Because I can't wear my glasses, but I can play without looking. But I can't do this with the DJ set because I can't see. I'm blind as shit. But yeah, initially it was kind of like Joker inspired, and just like black metal style, like a corpse paint kind of thing. Ironically, I didn't know this. This right here is actually the kanji symbol for black. That little thing. Yeah.
Kanji symbol.
That's like what they write in.
Okay.
So that means black in Japanese, actually. And that's why I put it on my head. But initially, I didn't know this. Actually, some black metal bands from Japan do that. And I didn't know that until I saw like some anime and some like shows and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, they do the corpse paint, but then they usually put like death or kill or something like that.
Like
but
Black Death.
Yeah, but like the kanji symbol, not black specifically.
No,
yeah.
but they would have that.
But yeah, and I thought that was really cool, and I was like, unironically, I started doing that before I knew about that, and I was like, it fits like the whole vibe of like the whole Japanese thing that I like to do. But yeah, like the rest though, it's just kind of like the like obviously like you get like the Joker smile, the Chelsea grin or whatever they call it, and then get the blackened eyes, and then I kind of did like what do you call them, like fins, or I don't know what they call them
for the eyes.
Yeah, for the eyes here, I put like a upside down cross. I put some like scratch marks on the side, and then I did like my mouth sewn shut type thing.
And it's a hot style, because as soon as you see it, you're like, because oh my god, dude.
Because every time I go out like to like Metal Monday, if I put on a show,
see him?
I do my makeup like this, so people like instantly recognize me. Like, hey, I know you. What is it? And I was like, is it my ears? They're like, no, it's the makeup. I was like, because that's usually the thing after when I'm not wearing my makeup is that like they usually like, hey, why do you look so familiar? I'm like, it's probably my ears. They're like, I don't know. I think it's your hair. I'm like, it could be my hair too. But I was like, I'm always wearing my ears, so that's a big thing.
Yeah, but when you have the makeup, you're a different person.
Yeah, it's weird too, because like I sometimes forget I have it on, and it's a fun conversation starter as well when I'm at the metal shows. And obviously it's a metal show, so people are like, oh, that's fucking badass, you go all out, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm a musician or whatever. And then people will be like, oh, what's that symbol mean? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because I'll forget it's on there, and I'm like, my makeup, yeah. It becomes like so natural, and just having it on, like even with my ears, like when I don't have them, because I do have to take them off for work and stuff like that. I'm professional like that. But when I leave work, I get home, I change, and I instantly put them on as soon as I walk out the door. grab them. I have like a little safety pin that I
Yeah.
have them right there by the door. So I put them on and I walk out. But if I don't have them, there's a couple days where I forget, and I'm just like, shit, I feel naked. Like I'm like, where's the weight? Where's the extra weight on my head?
I feel that.
It's such a pain in the ass, but yeah. But for people like when they see the makeup and stuff at the shows, they're like, oh, what's that symbol mean? And I was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, oh yeah, I got the makeup on, so I have to explain to them like, oh yeah, it's Japanese for black. They're like, oh what? That's cool. And some people thought it was like some kind of weird omen or some weird like thing like that, and it was just.
It's a curse symbol.
It could be a curse symbol.
If you fuck with them, you're gonna get cursed.
Yeah, and the cool thing was initially, this was the first like test for my makeup. I was gonna do multiple versions and like see which one I liked, but from that first night, I just loved this one, and I forgot to show the bottom of it. I have because obviously it's supposed to be the first time I did it. I actually put fake blood in my mouth and I spit it out, and that's how it fell. Like legit, just fell like that. And I was like, cool. And I was like, oh, cool, I'm going to make it look like I slit my throat, too. So I put, like, a little thing on the bottom. So if you ever see it, you probably don't see it this way, but as soon as I look up, if you see my some of my display pictures, I think my TikTok display picture, it has the one where I have the the gun pointed to my head, and it has the cross like that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's the signature thing right there.
Yeah, and it became it. I was like, I fell in love with it after that first time. And I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing that. Fuck it. I was like, why bother? I was like, this one's perfect.
No, exactly. Keep it going.
It's a little different because obviously like the mouth's a little bigger. So when I do my lips and stuff like that, you just see like right there, but then you usually get the same. And I'm getting pretty good to where I can almost do it the same way every time.
Okay.
And then about 3 weeks ago at that metal market thing that I had someone professionally do it, like one of like the face painter there do it, and it looked so much cooler. I was like, I wish I could fucking do that every time, but it looked cool. So I was like, if I ever can have someone else do it for me, I'd probably take them on that, because I was like, it's so much easier just.
Do you have anybody? Do you have anyone special in your life that you can ask to do the makeup for you?
Well, I do have someone special in my life, but we're usually, like, when I go to the show, they live in Albuquerque, so they usually don't come to the shows.
Ooh.
And by the time, if they do come to the shows, or, like, come to my shows, or the Metal Monday stuff, because they're somewhat metalhead, they come a little late, because they're coming from work or whatever, so I'm usually already having to be ready.
Talking about relationship, I am curious, though.
Mm-hmm.
Your husband, is that a husband, or is that like bromance? I'm like, because I was like,
Oh, you bombarded me. I wasn't ready for that one. We were just talking about this at dinner, actually.
Yeah. Because the pictures you guys posted so cute. They were like right next to each other.
No,
to drink.
So we're really good friends. He is like my best friend, and technically, we do have a certificate. We are married.
You guys have a marriage certificate?
We have a marriage certificate.
That's gangster.
Okay. And we had photos, because he was my best man at my wedding, so we have photos of us on the altar and stuff like that. And we got it signed and everything that same day.
Wow.
So technically, we are married. But we mostly use it kind of like, we're really close bros, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We do care about each other a lot. And like he says it, and like I've said it, he trusts me more than he would trust any other woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he says, if anything happens to him, he'd want, if I could, take care of his kid, handle his financials and stuff like that. And same thing with me, you know what I mean? Like I feel comfortable around him, and I feel just, as confident with him and everything. It's funny because it does, like, obviously it gets brought up, especially now that we're a Facebook official.
Well, I mean, you guys don't post any videos of kissing or holding each other, so it's like, is it like, are you guys kissing?
No, we don't do stuff like that. If we have to.
He's a handsome guy.
Yeah, he is a handsome man, but he's like, if we have to. He's got me out of some situations. Like, I've had gay guys come up to me and they're like, oh, hey, bro. Like, and then, they get on me. Like a guy goes for a girl. Guys do that to guys, too.
And it happens. Comes over, it's like.
And he's the fucking bro. He's totally about it. He's like, hey, what are you doing to my husband? And they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I didn't know you were married. It makes it easy, you know what I mean? And it works both ways for, like, if a girl's getting too attached, you can be like, actually, I'm married.
Sorry, honey.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like, no, we're just, like, we're really close.
I thought of that, like, if there's anything that were to ever happen with, like, property or anything that has your name on it, he's tied to it. So.
Yeah, we trust each other more, you know what I mean? We trust each other enough to handle that kind of shit. So we're both, confident enough to, like, we're like, we don't care if anybody actually calls us gay. We're both straight as hell, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like,
we actually had this conversation at lunch or at dinner because somebody at one of my shows asked him specifically, they're like, hey, are you, your husband? Or I was like, are you guys gay or something? And he's like, no, we're married. He's like, oh, so you guys are? That's so awesome. He's like, yeah, but we're straight. And she's like, what do you mean?
Like, yeah,
they didn't understand it. I was like, and then he explained it like just like the way I explained it, and yeah, it makes sense. You know what I mean? I was like,
it's like, forgive me for interrupting, but it's kind of like, all right. So give me a second. It's like falling in love with a girl, going through a phase with her, getting married, having sex every day, and it's amazing. And then you guys get to that falling point where you guys don't have sex anymore and the romance is gone. And there's just that mutual respect there, right?
Yeah. But obviously we've never done anything.
Right, but you guys are exactly that. You guys just didn't have to deal with all that.
We skipped all the other stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we me and him have been bros for going on 10 years now.
10 years.
Yeah, going on almost 10 years now. And we met really unironically through our ex-girlfriends, or my ex-wife, his ex-girlfriend, wanted to double date, wanting to expand, having more friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, normal.
And, it just, I don't know he'll have to tell the story. I don't know if I should tell the story on here. Do you want to hear the story?
I would, they would love to hear it. I would love to, if you're allowed to.
Who's on there? Who's anybody on there right now?
Oh, we had someone watching
I was
live.
just say, okay. He likes to tell the story. I guess it's he tells it to everybody. So it's a funny story. So like I said, we went to double date. His girlfriend's like, hey, you should. She told my girlfriend, she's like, hey, you should invite your boyfriend out and we should all hang out, whatever, blah blah. So we ended up going to Applebee's. We're at Applebee's, getting a drink on or whatever. I've never had a drink before, and my ex-girlfriend was like, oh, she was calling me out about it.
Oh, at the time, yeah.
Yeah, she was calling me out about it. Yeah, I was 22 and I had my first drink, so if anybody knows, I drink a lot now, but I didn't before. But yeah, so my ex-girlfriend at the time was like, oh, this guy's a bitch. He's never even drank, blah, 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 blah. Because I didn't. It was true. You know what I mean? And I was like, there was no reason for her to call me out like that, but she did. And Brandon is the guy's name. He's like, what? You never had a drink? He was all surprised because he's been drinking since he was a little kid.
Right.
And I'm just like, yeah, man, I never had anything. Just whatever. He's like, it wasn't a big thing for me. He's like, well, that's gonna change tonight. I was like, cool.
Tonight we're doing it.
Yeah, I was like, cool. So he got me a sangria or like a margarita or something sweet to start off with, right? Cool. We start we order our shit. We're waiting for the drinks. We're talking, kind of getting to know each other. I honestly didn't want to be there at the time. I was like, at the time, I'm a social person, but when I get dragged into social situations, it's a little different. You're compromised. So I was like, I didn't want to be there, whatever. Yeah. So the drinks come like 20 minutes later. It was like 6 of us at the table. It wasn't just me, and it wasn't just us 4, and it was like 4 other people, 2 other people. The drinks come. Everyone's excited because everyone knows it's my first drink. So they give me the drink.
Yeah. Put
the drink down. Everyone, fucking waitress, even everyone, they're just like waiting to see what I do. So I'm like, take a sip. They're like, so how was it? And I was just like, kind of tastes like my dad's mouth.
Oh no!
Serious, just like that. Yes.
I remember.
Super
this,
serious.
Man.
Just kind of tastes like my dad's mouth. Didn't say anything else. Took another sip. Looked away. Everyone was dead silent. Like, what the fuck did he just say? My best friend, he started laughing a little bit, not even knowing if it was a joke or not. He was just like, oh, what the fuck? The rest of the night was kind of awkward. The waitress never came back. They sent another waitress or waiter, I don't remember. But yeah, that original person never came back. Everyone just kind of like, well then.
But hey, let's continue.
And then, like I said, I never broke. I never said it was, was or wasn't happening. Right. But after that, basically, he was like, I want to hang out with this dude. I love this guy. And from there on, it was just built and built and built and built. And,
oh my god!
Yeah, but that was our first interaction, and it was based on me not wanting to be there, and that was like kind of like an asshole response to say. But
yeah.
But I did it.
It's gonna get people thinking like,
Apparently.
Do I laugh or do I not laugh?
Apparently, after that, his ex at the time actually asked him, like, "Do you really think that happened? Do you really think he was like abused?" And he's like, even if he shared it with us. He said it. I was like, that's his thing, but he shared it. But no, my dad has not kissed me or anything like that. He's never abused me. But I just, it's a funny story. He loves to tell it all the time. And,
it's just no one's gonna forget that.
Yeah, definitely. He never forgets it. He always brings it up.
So we got 15 more minutes on this podcast. And I wanted to talk to you about the things that you have been doing since.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot.
I saw you last time.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot.
What have you done in the last 360
days? 65.
No, because
it's been a little more now. It's been about 369.
No, 50. Oh yeah, because
it's already been past the year.
Yeah. So 360.
I'd say about 370, 369. We'll keep it at 69 to keep it sexy.
I love that. What have you been up to, man?
I've been up to a lot. Like I said earlier, I have the studio coming along. I have both studios, the recording stuff, the photo stuff. I have the event space going on. Other than that, because that's a big one, so that one's once that starts kicking up, I'll be doing that a lot more. I'll be hopefully putting on shows. I've got a bunch of cool shit in there. I don't know if you saw the light setups and stuff like that. I have light set up in there. I have like a light bar that I can move around to. Excuse me. We even bought a foam machine. So we're gonna be throwing foam parties and shit like that. So
what is this place gonna open up?
So our first actual party, it's like a private party for like a company for like
cool.
For Christmas. It's gonna be on December 11th. But after that, we're thinking about January.
Wait, December 11th?
Yeah. Or sorry, December 10th.
December
11th. December 11th. Sorry, no.
I was like, hold on, bro.
December 10th. No, December 10th is gonna be like that day. And
okay.
I think I'm DJing that night and helping set up and all that shit.
Okay, no.
But after that, my mom's looking for January for her side because she wants to do her opening, and then I want to do my own opening where I'm gonna have local bands and musicians and shit like that. I'm gonna throw my own kickoff too. So when that happens, hopefully sometime around January as well, maybe a little later, but within the next like 3 months.
Got you. I mean, you guys put a lot of work, so I know you're
definitely excited. Yeah. My mom's definitely excited. She's like burning on. She's like ready to get that shit going.
Time.
But yeah, so besides all that stuff, I have that going. The last 4 months, I think, I've been doing DJing. I've been DJing the Desert Dogs and Boxcar. And then I'll be playing a show on the 11th, like we said.
Secret Santa. Come check it
Secret
out.
Santa, check it out. I've got some pretty cool songs already picked out. So
fuck yeah.
Yeah, so you said I got free range, so I'm going ham.
I told him free range. I just want one Christmas song. That's it. It has to be one Christmas song. And Nine Dreams was telling me that she's gonna be playing some stuff that's like incorporated with Christmas, and I'm just like, it's all you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Just as long as...
I'm gonna go ham. Trust me. All right. So
by the way, really quick, if anybody out there does not know about the Secret Santa on December 11th, it will be held at 3910 Fields Lane between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. The only entry fee is a present that is $10 of value or less. That's it. And if you don't know what a Secret Santa is, you bring a gift and you take a gift. Secret Santa, y'all.
Secret Santa.
Check it out.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Trust me.
Go on Facebook and look up Toxic Events with my logo in white. Check it out.
Did you see the video I made for it? The little video I made?
No, not yet.
No, I'll tag you in it. Yeah, it's like a Christmas background, and then it has like the information, and then it has me and Nine Dreams.
Damn,
I'll show it to you. I'll tag you. I'll show it when we're done here. But yeah, so I got that show coming up, and then I have another show coming up on the 23rd. Which is going to be at Desert Dogs again. And what I've been doing at Desert Dogs, generally, he likes punk and emo music. So it's all been punk and emo nights every time. And I go a little off the rails. Sometimes I'll throw in some heavy metal in there. But the funnest thing I like to do is I like to throw in the local guys. So like the local punk bands here. So like the Aliens, Blackout Pictures. If I could do like a metal night, that'd be a lot better because I know a lot more metal bands. Like I'll put your guys' stuff in there and stuff like that. But yeah, so I like to showcase some of the local people.
That's hot. Yeah.
Some people recognize it, some people don't, but they still vibe with it. At least it's getting in their ears.
They're gonna hear it again. They'll be like, "Wow,
why does it sound so familiar?"
Yeah.
So that's I'm happy to do that. I'm putting that out there. I've been putting out originals. Like I said, I've been recording people. shit like
Busy,
that.
busy.
And like I said, I just figured I can distribute from the where I do it, and I can distribute other people's stuff under my like studio.
Kind of like a
stuff.
label.
Yeah, kind of like a label.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit! I was like, I'm already paying for it. Why not just start? Like once people come through me, I'm happy to distribute that way. I am doing a test run right now on one of my own songs just to see how long it takes and how far it goes. Like if it goes to Apple and Spotify and all that. So not only on SoundCloud now, you'll be able to hear me on Apple and Spotify. Fucking there was like 60 different streaming sites on there. I was like, I didn't even know there were so many streaming sites. YouTube's on there, Pandora,
yeah, I forgot about that
TikTok, stuff like that. So you'll be able to make TikToks with my songs on there. It's gonna be pretty fun.
That's so sick.
Right? I'm
oh my god,
shit.
That's gonna be pretty huge because when those songs get big, you can be like, oh, I remember he was on this tiny little podcast.
Yeah, definitely. And then I've been getting help with this, like doing the shows from a friend of mine. He's kind of like my manager. His name he goes by KP. KP. Okay. So if you ever go to any of my shows, he's like a really tall dude. He's good at doing what he's doing. He's been talking. He's been getting me the shows and stuff like that, which is cool. Besides that, I'm also working on some side projects with a new guy. His name is Seth Darling, but he goes by Johnny Dead, and he has like a bunch of projects, and I'm a part of two of them, or somewhat two of them.
Mm-hmm.
But he has a bunch of stuff. Those projects we've been working on. The current one is called EBE, which is like a kind of like industrial metal. So it's like techno with like heavy guitar riffs and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. If you look
Not so
up,
many slam beats.
some songs are different, man. Oh my god, we got a song on there called Clit Pincher, and it's fucking heavy.
Good thing this is not for children.
Not for children. That song is for children though. There's no mention of oh no, there is at the end. But God, yeah, no. It's a good song. Super fucking heavy. Just
straight in your face.
Straight in your face the whole time. There's that project. There's another project he does called Nympho, which is more like heavy metal, kind of like thrash metal, black metal stuff. Fucking heavy as hell too. He does he does all the stuff on all the project. He does the guitars, the drums, and all that stuff. And
that was the first question that I asked him. I was like,
yeah.
So how many people are playing? Just me.
Just him. Yeah, he's fucking talented.
I had to clarify. So you're playing the instruments. You're playing. You're mastering. You're singing.
Yeah, he masters that too.
Yeah, everything him.
I'm fucking. This guy's really talented. Johnny Dead on Facebook.
He's moving.
Yeah, and it's all this stuff that I'm mentioning too. You can find that on not SoundCloud. You can find it on Apple Music and what do you call it? And Spotify. Nympho. And then Nympho. Yeah, Nympho's on Spotify and Apple Music. EBE right now because he said some weird licensing thing. It's only on Bandcamp. So if you look up Bandcamp, EBE, and then also he has another project called In Blue, which is more kind of like liminal space music, like kind of like background music and stuff like that with some like more techno-y stuff. And then the last project that he's working on, and I don't know if he might want to do live too sometime. It's like a what do you call it? It's like a Viking music. Like I don't know what the proper term for, but it's like the throat singing with like and then like the fucking like the strings and stuff like that. And I think it's called Malava. Let me see if I pronounced that correctly. I had it pulled up just
I was gonna say right before we started recording. You got it.
Havamal. And all that.
Okay.
So that one you can be found on Bandcamp as well, and he's releasing new stuff, and he just posted a video of him like learning how to throat sing, like doing that stuff, and I was like, he's a really talented guy, and I was like, I'm glad that I met him and that he's letting me like work with him, because I was like, I bounced some stuff off of him, and he's like sees that I can do certain things that I do, because I can't do that, so I was like, I want you to do that on that, and I was like, cool. So we work like that together. But this guy, almost everything he has made is I'm just there as like a stagehand, almost just playing. But the cool thing is he's letting me like make my own stuff too, and if he likes it, we put it in there too, and we work it on there on stage. Yeah. If you might have seen, I did a couple live videos with me and him playing at the studio.
Okay.
So yeah, I was
like, check that out.
Yeah, I was like, it sounds pretty cool.
What account can we look at that at? Because there's multiple.
So Usually I post it from my band one, which is just like Kuro Neko, and then I'll share it to my regular page and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, once the studio stuff starts kicking up, I'll be posting pictures and videos of people working in the studio and stuff like that. Like I don't think I have anything at Chala because I was like a little nervous. My first person, you know, I don't want to like overdo it with her and be like, oh, I'm taking photos and I'm doing videos and I'm, you know, I just wanted to be, you know, just get it out there. Which it seems like it's doing pretty good. I think right now on mine it has like 30 some streams. On hers it's like almost like 175, something like that. So it's good, crawling up. So check it out too, you know. And she even shouts me out in the song, which is fucking cool. I thought that was pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah, when we're like the first night we kind of got together, we were just kind of like messing around. And she was like getting all into it, and she's just like, oh, yo, we're in the studio with fucking Ruben. And I was just like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
But I told her, I was like, hey, next time you shout me out, just use my other name. Which we ended up re-recording, and I was able to get it. So it says, I'm in the studio with El Gato Negro. I was like, fuck yeah.
That is so hot, dude.
But yeah, I've been doing a lot since last year. I've been a lot more active. And a lot of it, like I said, is because Kenny, or KP, he's been helping me push myself a little further. He knows I have the drive. It's just I don't have the time because I have so many different things going on. I was like, hey, if you can get me shows, I'll fucking play them. I was like, no matter what day, what time, if it's the day of, I'll fucking be there. I was like, I'm down to play. It's just I don't have time to go talk to people and make these connections
Fair
like
enough.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, he totally did it. It took him a bit, but we got my first show in September, and every month since then.
Really?
Just about 1 or 2 shows a month at the big bars, and hopefully I'll be playing Matador soon, and you know from there I want to play Albuquerque and all that stuff. I was like, I feel weird because I'm from Albuquerque that
going back.
Yeah, that no one really recognizes me. You know what I mean? Like, because I go to Albuquerque and be like, oh, who are you? What do you do? You look like a musician. I'm like, oh, I am. I was like, I feel so ashamed. I was like, this is my hometown. No one knows me. So I want that to change. You know, hopefully I'll be doing some shows over there soon and shit like that.
No shit, I might still your manager, bro.
Yeah, it's like you're down. He's down to help if anybody's looking up. I think on here he's changing his name. It's gonna be KP something, but right now I think it's like Broken Phoenix. Yeah.
Oh, it's the same person. I thought it was the tall guy.
Yeah, he is the tall guy.
Johnny Depp?
No, it's not Johnny.
Okay.
No, Broken Phoenix is his name. I think it's like Broken Phoenix Productions. If you look him up right now. But he's gonna change it within the week or two because he wants it to just be KP because everyone knows him as KP.
Okay.
Yeah, I know he's talked to a couple people. Like he's talked to Kenny. I don't know if Kenny brought him up or anything like that, but he's been talking to a lot of people and he's been getting a lot of buzz going on. And people see that like how fast he's getting me to do stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, oh fuck, this guy, you know, he's the real deal.
He's dependable.
So,
he's doing his job.
He's doing his job. So yeah, it's like I told him, I was like, whatever show, whenever. And he always asks me, he's like, hey, I got this thing coming up. You gonna do it? I was like, you even gotta ask. He's like, I just gotta make sure. I was like, I told you, any show, anytime. I was like, but now with the event stuff, I have to like be a little more planned out. But
yeah, you have to. What I mean?
But yeah, I told him, I was like, whenever you can find me a show, just shoot me a message and I'll let you know if I can do it or not, time wise and all that. And yeah, it's been pretty cool.
Nice. How does the payment go with him?
For me, it's a little different because I'm his first guy, and so he's just
testing it out.
He's kind of testing it out, making sure he can do it, but I'm not sure how it's gonna work for everybody else. It'd be more like when you talk to him, see what he says, and works with you.
Hey, fair enough. I mean, he's doing his job. He's at least trying to do something, bro.
Yeah, and then he's just trying to push me to do more of the art stuff and stuff like that. So like he's trying to, like, when I do the flyers, he's like, well, we do that stuff, and he's like, well, yeah, I do that. So I do it, and then he he sends it out to the people, and they're like, oh, I really like that. We'll use that one instead of the shitty one I was gonna make. So you know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I was like, that's awesome. That. And then, yeah, like I said, he pushes me out, and he always like, when he goes out and talks to people, he's always like, my DJ, yeah, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I like that he does that, and like,
shout out KP.
Because it's funny because like a lot of people already knew me before, like the way I dress, the way I am, and I go out enough to where people recognize me, but now people are associating the look with the music, which is awesome.
Which is really nice because you kind of like own that.
Yeah. So that's what's really cool now that I'm able to do that.
We got less than a minute, bro. What do you want to tell these people on YouTube and Instagram?
Keep on rocking in the free world.
Hey, seriously, keep on rocking, guys.
No.
All right. Definitely go back to all the connections that he was telling us about. Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, and if you check out my link tree, you'll find a lot of that
Link
stuff
tree.
on there. I'll be adding more stuff. Like now that the event space is more official, I got like the Facebook and stuff like that. I'll be adding that stuff. Everything. Keep up, and I always post. I'm always pretty open about what I do. I like to make sure everyone knows. I always say too. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got a couple seconds.
I was just saying, like I always say, thank you guys for the support and the love.
1.